Coach, thanks very much. Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hey, switch gears. Check it back and check it out. Hey, look, 3.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Second and 6 at the 38-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
3 out. Hey, check. 58.
Operating from the gun, Perkins. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, Costello. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
2nd and 11. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Looking to throw. Perkins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
54, Mike, 54. Hey, Zoo. 54, watch 54. Check right, check right. Check 4. Yo, go, go.
To throw on second down, Costello. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Off-play action. Perkins. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off of it.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now a run with Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
From the gun on 3rd down. Perkins, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready? Hey, Delta, 70, Indy. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Yeah. Mike 5-4.
Following the fumble recovery, Costello. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. On my drive chart, I write successful drives in blue, and so far for them, 4 first-half drives, 4 touchdowns. It's all blue, no red.
What did they see on film? What did they see on tape that led them to have this type of a game plan, this type of execution? They're reading them like they're a true open book.
Oh, my goodness. In every facet, too. And then on the other side, I mean, it's domination right now offensively.
Yeah, they're going to need one player to make a monster play to try and stop this tide.
They start the drive with Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. Going deep for Diggs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Vikings on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Perkins. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
First and 10. 36-yard line.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. Hey, watch it, watch it. Check 3, check 3.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Perkins. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun, Perkins. And he will find his man on the outside. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings. Up 4th. So they're challenging the spot. If you're a coach, you hesitate to throw the flag anytime it's a spot discernment.
You certainly do, because you feel like that's not one you're likely to win, and you may need that challenge flag for later in the game.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They're going for it. Here's Madison. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On second down, this is Madison. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Okay, Brady, I see you.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Stay with your man. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Jim. Yep. Check 52. One twist.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check. Lucky. Wide. Get wide. Watch the ship.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Hey.
On 3rd down, Costello. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Let's go.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's get it.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And it's taken in at the 9. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there?
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he cuts it back right, and he's got a crease. Touchdown, Vikings. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, high 7.
Off the play fake. Costello. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Bravo. Hey, check right, 6, right 6. Rip right. Right, show. Right 6. Here we go. 5.
To throw on 3rd down. Costello into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Brings up second and 7 at the 36-yard line.
On the toss, Madison. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Off play action. Perkins. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw on second down. Costello nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Hey, box drop, box drop. Go.
Throwing on third and long. Costello gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he's on to punt for Green Bay. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. "51 yards on the punt there. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score from NRG Stadium in Houston. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Second and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Mike, 58, right there.
Looking to throw on second down. Perkins. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, Perkins. And it'll be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and a short return to the 6-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here we go. 18 Gators, go. I don't think you got it, sir.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Drop, rock it. Go. Hey, orbit. Go.
Looking to throw. Costello. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction. And that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him.
Slam.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Second and long. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Going to run with Madison again. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. 2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Check 15. Rotate.
Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
To throw on 2nd down. Perkins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Perkins. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. Complete to Jones. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Crystal travel. Yeah. Get it.
Back to throw. Costello. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them,
and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 22. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. On first down, Costello. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee.
The quarterback keeps it. It's a loss of a yard. And it's third down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.